Afternoon, Matt. We're going to talk about last Saturday's game against Skelmersdale. At first, during the game, it looked like we were under quite a bit of pressure a lot of the time. But looking back at it on the video, from a different angle, it doesn't appear that we were under as much pressure as I first thought at the time. How did it feel to you during that game?
It felt like we had a really slow start, to be honest. It felt like we didn't really settle into the game, and we did feel a bit under pressure. We didn't feel like we were going to concede or that much under pressure, but we felt like we could be better. Obviously, we conceded from a corner, which is disappointing again, but managed to graft out in that first half and come in evil at level at 1-1 was good. So yeah, it wasn't the best performance in that first half, but we got in at 1-1. So.
Yeah, and then during the second half, the two sides looked relatively even. I think most people would have been happy if we'd got a point from that. Do you think it changed a lot when Schultz got sent off?
Yeah, I thought we actually started the second half really brightly. We had a couple of good chances and we looked on top, and if anyone was going to win the game at that point, it was going to be us. And we were starting to play quite well, really. So disappointing first half, but second half was starting to look a bit better. The sending off changes the game massively, and it puts you under pressure then, and then they got a bit of a boost, and we were trying to see it out. We did alright seeing it out for quite a long time, really, but unfortunate to concede when we did, and obviously it cost us the game in the end. But yeah, it was frustrating.
But you feel like you're up and sort of midway through the second half, it was still a game that we could have got something out of. We
spoke about it at half time, and we said we've not played well for 45 minutes, but we're in the game, and previously when we've not played well, we've been out of the game at half time. So that was the positive, that we managed to stick in there and grind, get something out to play for. And then we started really brightly. I thought we had a few good chances. We were starting to pass the ball a bit more, just settle in, and then the sending off changed the game. And yeah, and then from there it's always hard when you're down to 10 men, and unfortunately when you're chasing it with 10 men it's even harder. So it was disappointing to not get anything out of the game. And yeah, it was a game that we targeted and we thought we could get something out of the game. So disappointing.
Yeah, and then we move on to Tuesday night's game, and a strange one for you because you didn't start. That's been a long time, isn't it, since you haven't started a game?
Yeah, I think we worked out it was Workington in the playoffs maybe 2 years ago. So yeah, it was different. Didn't really enjoy it. Would rather have played, really. But it was important, and I understand that it's important in those competitions that the young lads like Max, Ryan, and Keenan, and Tom, and Owen Reid, and all them, they all get minutes because really they need minutes and they need first team football, and that cup's it's a good opportunity for them to play. Unfortunately didn't win, but there were some good performances, and it allows them to play first team football a little bit, which is important. So.
Do you think there's a few people maybe on Tuesday night that might start the gaffer sort of having a look and scratching his head, thinking he might have some difficult choices? Maybe a few people are knocking on that first team door now.
There's people, they're all around it. We know the qualities. Most of them have played last year, so most of them know what first team football was about, and always knock on the door. I think Keenan came in against Spennymoor and was different class for 60-65 minutes, so he's knocking on the door, and everyone in training. You look at Max, Ryan, and I think Ryan's going to get some minutes on loan, which is good for him, really, and I think a few others might benefit from that. But all the young lads are banging on the door, and we know that if needed or when they are required, that they can step up and do the true job. So.
Yeah, you touched on it briefly there. Ryan Head, we can confirm today, he's going to go out on loan to Belper until the 17th of December. Now, you've been in that position before. You've been out on loan. What, as a player who's sort of around the first team but not getting the regular starts, how important is it for them to go out on loan to start getting regular game time?
It's massive. It changed my game dramatically. From the transition from youth team football to first team football is something completely different, and when you get thrown in at first team level, it's harder and it's physical, and it's different to youth team football. The tempo is a lot higher, and Ryan needs to go and get minutes. He done well last year when he played for the first team, but unfortunately not playing at the minute. So to go and get a few games, play consistently week in, week out against men, against physicality, and it's a tough league, it can only benefit him and only make him a better and a stronger player, which is good for everyone, really. So it'll be good for him to go for a month and then come back and hopefully push. Well, hopefully don't push too much, but hopefully push for a starting spot. So going on loan, I think for the young lads is really important, and they'll benefit from it.
Yeah, and now we'll move on to tomorrow's game. We've got Workington here at home tomorrow. And obviously, do you think like the players, you've all had your rest on Tuesday, do you think that's sort of helping like you re-energise yourself for tomorrow's game?
Yeah, I guess it has really. I don't know too much. I think by the time it gets to Saturday, everyone's buzzing to play on a Saturday anyway. So hopefully a bit more fresh legs and people got good energy, and hopefully we can start well. And it's a game again, and I say it every week. If we play at home, we fancy ourselves to go and beat anyone in this league, and there's no one that we don't fancy. We've proven with performances and this year and last year at home that we can be strong, and it's a good opportunity for us to go and get some points. And we're looking forward to the game and looking forward to go and get 3 points. So hopefully it will be a good outcome for us.
That's great. Cheers. Thanks for your time today, Matt.
No worries.